Welcome to the Real CP Show. I'm your host, CP. In today's topic, multiple banks robbed by elder Asian man, but let's keep pretending. Yes. That this mythological model minorityness of mantra is reality. And it is by no means a reality in a collective way. It is a fairy tale-ness that supremacists made sure to create on that situation. See, the thing of is that just like in so many stories relating to numbers of Asian personnel, the one applies to committing criminality upon one another, be it domestically or in various parts of the continent of Asia. There's not supposed to be focus when they are committing criminality. But at the same time, black on black crime, black on black crime, black on black crime, black on black crime. You see how that goes? It's a disgusting tactic, but at the same time, it's a brilliant tactic, right? This story was half a second for a brief second of a tenth of a second that was shown, then it shoop disappeared overall. And for many people have not even heard the story, right? The story goes is that a 62-year-old man, Asian man, says it's unfunny how various parts of main medias, who know who they are, see when they'll make sure to put genericalities when it's a brown on brown crime, Asian on Asian crime, or yellow on yellow crime, yellow on black crime, yellow on brown crime, brown on black crime, white on black crime. I mean, every day on that, pretty much. Oh, but they make sure not to bring up racial context overall on that. Now, some would bring a little bit up when they say white male or the white woman and stuff like that. Very small amount, right? Because that's more for the juices, the flowing of emotionalism on that part, right? But they make sure not. I said, what are you going to damn do about it then? Right? Nothing. In this story, that a 62-year-old Asian man was arrested after robbing 3 banks within 90 minutes in Marietta and Temecula, California, this recently. They say that Sonny tooo, Leu, robbed the first bank in Temecula around 12 p.m., where he was reportedly wearing a black baseball cap, dark clothing, and he was carrying an orange utility bag. The second robbery happened around 12:20 p.m. at a bank in the 40,000 block of California Oaks Road. A bank employee reported the crime and gave a similar description of this violent suspect, who was an Asian man. A third robbery was reported just before 1 p.m. at a bank in a 25,000 block of Hancock Avenue, doing all 3 violent robberies. Leu passed a note demanding money from the bank clerk and took off with an undisclosed amount of money. They say authorities were able to track his car and he was taken into custody. Leu was arrested for bank robbery and criminal threat, and is currently booked at this particular detention center. But how many multi-millions within American Blackism, right, that have this fantasy thought pattern of this model minority mythological nonsense that's been shook within the minds of multi-millions of, again, modern day within American Blackism, of this model myth, a model minority mythologicalness, right? How many? How many? But at the same time, remember this, right? In violence against Asians, in violence against Asians, in violence against Asians, right? And isn't it unfunny how that disgusting tactic by the person who know who they are, that wanted to make it seem like that it was the American blacks that was doing all this harm toward numbers of the Asian community, right? And then it was found out that it wasn't that at all. It still was more male personnel within Padang-based culture, males doing this. He said that shitty ass disgusting tactic goes, right? But again, when numbers of Asian personnel commit criminality, yellow on yellow criminality, yellow on black criminality, right? White on white criminality, just give an example. White on black criminality that happens weekly. Then you got a person act like this. I see nothing. I hear nothing. I know nothing. I see nothing. I hear nothing. I know nothing. And this is what supremacists do when they know that their tactics work so wonderfully, especially upon millions with an American blackism modern day mentality. This again is what many type of supremacists do. Yes, yes. Because see, there are multi-millions within American blackism that can't get it through many thick skulls and the naiveness. That there is quite a number of Asian personnel that can't stand the damn guts of many types of American black males and women. And then have the nerve to be like, well, if I have some Asian friends, so the hell what? There are good numbers of Asians, there's bad numbers of Asians. And there are numbers of good Asians that, yeah, we know, we surely know that there are some quite a numbers of Asians, the one this applies to, that can't stand black folks. But see, since American blacks, by the majority, don't speak any other languages, let alone Mandarin and Cantonese, which should be one of the top three languages or top other two languages that numbers of American black youth should be learning. But this system makes sure not to want, they don't want to sit there and see black youth be multilingual. Oh, hell no. Right? Oh, no, no, no. Right? Which should be part of reparations, by the way. Reparations is just not about cutting the check, but it's funny on that part because how many numbers of Asian personnel I'll be like, no, 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 reparation, no, 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 we ain't got no reparations. Like, who the hell are you? How many have ran from certain type of Asian country? The one supplies to, right? Ran from that person's country of people that look like them to escape to America, right? To sit there and try to have a better life, right? But they couldn't do it in their own country. You know how that sounds? Again, I'm talking about the one Asian person who know they are, that want to be white so bad as well. Those are the ones that are also deadly because they're willing to do whatever they got to do to please their gods within certain parts of Banana-based culture. I guess they would call them the banana, right? Yellow on the outside, white on the inside. Oh, it's quite a number of them. Oh, you better believe that. You better believe that. Let's play this video also with this.
Thank you. 3 banks robbed in just 90 minutes. Assignment manager Mark Lewis at the desk with details about the suspect. And Mark, I mean, it's a crime, but it's kind of impressive.
It is, yeah. Jamie, two different law enforcement agencies, Marietta Police and Riverside County Sheriffs, worked very quickly to identify that this series of bank robberies were all being committed by the same suspect. They were able to track him down and take him into custody on the same day. Let me show you that suspect. Riverside County Sheriffs say this is him, 62-year-old Sonny Tooo of Marietta. Detectives say Lou went on a bank robbery spree starting on the morning of June 4th and ended just under 90 minutes later. Detectives say he hit 3 different banks in 2 different communities and was arrested shortly thereafter at a home in Marietta. He used the same method at each bank. According to detectives, he passed a note to the teller demanding money, took the cash, and left the bank. Now, if you come out to my map, I'm going to show you how this all went down with all of the different banks. It starts the morning of June 4th right here, Margarita Road, 11:51 a.m. Suspect robs a bank here, described as wearing a baseball cap, dark clothing, and carrying an orange bag. Then, just about 30 minutes later on California Oaks Road in Marietta, a same suspect, baseball cap, carrying an orange bag, hits that bank at 12:19, then moves over to Hancock Avenue about 50 minutes later. Again, the same suspect carrying an orange bag, but at this bank, they were able to identify a vehicle that suspect was driving. Marietta police were able to track that vehicle down to a home on Crick Howell Avenue. They were able to take that suspect into custody. That's where Sonny Tooo, 62-year-old, was taken into custody in this apartment complex. They searched his car, found evidence relating to a bank robbery, and then the suspect himself admits he committed the crimes. He was booked on felony bank robbery and making criminal threats and is awaiting a trial on those charges. That is the very latest here from the desk.
But wait a minute now. Again, what? But what again? I see nothing. I hear nothing. I know nothing. Right? Oh no, no, no. I don't sit there and see when numbers of agents personnel committing violent criminality. Well, but 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 it's not all. I'm not playing that disgusting tactic, right? Most black personnel don't commit crimes, people. Majority of black males are not deadbeats. But does that stop many people from saying that bull nonsense type of mentality, nonsense rhetoric? Of course not, because it goes with the program, right? The boogeyman must be the American black male, right? The model minority must both supposed to be certain type of the Asian in general generic population, right? And good, there's numbers of good Asian personnel who know there are credit given to them. They were like, yeah, we know we got some piece of crap with numbers of Asian personnel community. Yeah, we know that. We know we got some bananas, white, yellow on the outside, white on the inside. Yes, we know that. But since American blacks, they really don't, read too much in the first place, and they surely don't, look around what's going on around globalness, and they surely don't even know what's going on even domestically relating to numbers of Asian personnel, right? Pay attention to some numbers of Hispanic personnel walk right past each other 99% of the time, right? They don't like each other like that. Pay attention to certain. Well, anyway, it's not that many Asian personnel in the collective amount of society, which is a whole different topic. But for numbers of the black personnel who know who they are, or some other couple, you pay attention to numbers of Asian personnel, and they ain't sitting up talking to each other like that in stores. First of all, their numbers are so minuscule. This is why you only see that many Asian personnel in the collective way, right? Because they also voluntarily segregate themselves, and not because of racial racism, because they make sure it's for its benefit for them, right? Let me sit there and show you something else for a second. Look at this for a second. Japanese people not allowed to enter. What this thing is? Anti-Japanese banner in Lujiang Unit, 2013. The Chinese reads, Japanese people not allowed to enter. Disobey at your own risk. Let's say it's show this again. Anti-Japanese banner in Lujiang Yunnan. Let me say incorrectly. Excuse me. 2013. The Chinese reads, Japanese people not allowed to enter this bear your own risk. Yes. There's all types of intra-Asian beef with each other. Ones can't stand each other. And this is like so disgusting. This right there in front, the animosity numbers of Asian personnel have with one another, right? Certain parts of Asia where there's a certain number of Asian personnel, should we say, that they look at them as the low caste version, right? And the whiter certain other Asian personnel, they're looked at a little bit different. It's so obvious, man. It's right there in front. But I just kind of wanted to do this particular show on that. Again, it's a timepiece purpose. Today is June 18th, 2024. See, the question will be then, as more numbers of Asian personnel, the ones applies to commit criminality, then what? Then what? I thank you for tuning in to the Real CP Show.